Is cremation of a person's parents going to be a problem if you want to make Aliyah? Hi, my name is Joshua Pex, and we deal with immigration to Israel. We assist many clients every year make Aliyah to Israel. And recently, we had an interesting case that I'm going to tell you about. And the main issue was cremation of a person's parents while making Aliyah. So you remember, as part of the process of Aliyah to Israel, you need to submit documents, whether it's civil documents, like a birth certificate, obviously the passport, marriage certificates, but there's also religious certificates that has to do with the person being Jewish, a letter from a synagogue, from a rabbi, and also proof of burial in a Jewish cemetery, as many times a document that's presented as part of the Aliyah process, together with maybe proof of bar mitzvah and other Jewish documents. So we had the case where a person came to us, they were already in Israel, after they'd been waiting already for 1 year. So they submitted their Aliyah application, they didn't receive any answer, and they waited for a full year. Obviously they tried to send reminders, but they were not getting any answers. And by the time they came to us, they, like I said, were waiting for already a while. And I looked over the documents, and this is a person that seemingly shouldn't have any problem. They had all kinds of documents to prove this person was Jewish from both sides, many generations. But as part of the documents they submitted was the fact that both of the parents were cremated. Now, cremation is not usually accepted in Jewish tradition, although it's very, very common, especially in the United States, that many people, and also Jewish people, are being cremated. So when I looked at the file, I thought to myself, this may be the issue, but they never got officially the answer that this is the problem. So when we took the case, we started sending reminders and also trying to figure out, to get an answer from the immigration officials, from Misrad HaPnim, what is the problem? Was this the cremation? Because, you know, we can bring other evidence that they're really Jewish. So we didn't get any answer. We had to go all the way to the district court. Unfortunately, you know, we wish we could have solved it much faster, but we had to go all the way to the district court. And only then were we told, yes, this was the issue, but it was solved even before we stepped into the court, because already at the stage where you're waiting to get the reply of the Israeli State Attorney Office, already the lawyers there were convinced that we don't need to go in front of a judge, and the Aliyah request was granted. Now, unfortunately, this whole process, it was in itself also lengthy and also costly for the client. And in these kind of cases, you win the case at the end, but you know, for the client himself or herself, it's actually a loss, because making Aliyah should be an easy process that's actually helped through by Israeli immigration officials. But in this case, like in many others, we see that many times the Aliyah process can become lengthy and much more difficult. What are kind of other problems do people run into while making Aliyah? Another issue will be obviously anything that connects the person to a different religion. So I'm not going to get into it now, but you can make Aliyah either according to Section 1 of the Law of Return as a Jew, or Section 4A, that is for family members of Jew, which also includes children and grandchildren. So especially if you're making Aliyah as a Jewish person yourself, anything that connects you to another religion will be very, very problematic, and your Aliyah application is likely to be delayed or even denied. So if you come with a marriage certificate, for example, that you yourself are Jewish, but your husband or wife were not, and you got married in a church or by a pastor or minister, anything like that, even if it was just a convenient place to get married or anything like that, the Aliyah application is likely to be very, very complicated. Other issues of Aliyah is lack of documents or lack of sufficient documents that actually prove Judaism. So if you have any questions regarding Aliyah to Israel, we're here to help. Don't hesitate to contact us.